Welcome to Freestyle Disc Golf. Here's a preview of Haywood Community College with its new renovations. We got new tee pads, changed up some of the holes. We got Ross Marshall, Noah Five Ash, Ryan Valdez, and Kevin Best. Thanks for stopping by.
144! 72.
First on the tee is Ross Marshall. Hole 1 is a 390-foot hole. It slopes from right to left. There is an OB path on the right side there with the rocks, and then the road on the left is OB. For a pretty easy course, this is a tough starting hole. Second on the tee is first-timer to freestyle disc golf, Kevin Best. Third on the tee is another first-timer to freestyle disc golf, Ryan Valdez. And finally, we have the young bomber, Noah Five Ash, ripping on a forehand. And that shot looks great. He's in the circle for a birdie. Here's Ryan trying to get up and down for a par. It's in the circle. Ross kind of doesn't throw that one hard enough, but he should have a look for par. Kevin puts it close for a tap-in par. Ross with a bit more of a tester than he wanted on the first hole for a par. Good hit on the first hole for Ross.
That's your approach disc. Yeah. On the third one, you'll get like a mid-range, and then for the fourth one, you'll get a fairway. Just kind of like, then you'll have a hole below. Like how much you want to do with that, you know?
Par for Kevin. And a par for Ryan. This is Noah for his birdie, which is a great start. That's a tough starting hole. And a good birdie for Noah. 3 pars and a birdie to start us off. Hole 2, 225 feet, uphill, kind of a tight gap. It's tucked back further than you really realize off the tee. Noah slides one up there. Ross opting for the forehand play.
Go.
It's shaping up nicely, just a little low. If he had that a little higher, I think that would be under the basket.
Go, baby.
It's a little too nose up for Ryan, and it's fading out, but not a bad shot.
These pads are nicer than some of the ones on tour.
Similar shot from Kevin there. He kind of tickles the chains, but he'll have a par most likely. Just a little short for Kevin. Oh, Noah just a little left. And a nice little layup from Ryan. Kevin tapped in his par. Ross par, and the other two will tap in their pars. Hole 3, 265 feet, really tightly wooded shot. It's tucked back there behind these wall of trees. There's kind of a line to the left. You can go straight at it. Noah takes that left side and hits the gap mostly. Ross going to try to do the same thing.
Oh my God.
And that's the shot. Good shot from Ross. Bo gonna go with the tough backhand.
I thought he was gonna play right.
Archer.
That's it right there.
And that was played very well as well for Ryan. Kevin with the gator. Just a little too much Anheuser out of the hand. Got some tough work to do with all these trees in the way still. Going with the Devil Hawk approach. He'll have a putt from there. No, he's kind of got a tree in his line. See if he can... Oh, he didn't like it right out of his hand. Kevin to save a par. Great putt. Ross for birdie. Noah gets his par, and Bo wants to be really close for birdie here. So 2 birdies and 2 pars. That's a pretty tough little hole. Hole 4, 195 feet. You can see that OB fence to the right of the camera. It moves from left to right down into a sloping green. Forehand is a great option. You can also throw a turnover at the right for the righty backhand. Ross goes with the forehand, comes up a little short. Ryan also chooses the forehand and puts it, sit down, puts it close. Noah's forehand is also really close. And it's looking like it's a forehand shot for most people, as Kevin puts his Devil Hawk close as well. Ross with a 30-foot putt. Misses a little right. He's going to be up again. Trying to save a par on this putt. Good putt from Ross. Birdie for Noah. And there's going to be 2 tap-in birdies for Ryan and Kevin. So 3 birdies and a par. Hole 5 is a short par 4, 360 feet, but as you can see, it is really tight, uphill, kind of a strange line to get all the way to the basket. We got Ryan up first. It's a little right of the gap. He's going to have some work to do to try to get a birdie from there. Noah. Oh, he pipes that one. That's a great shot. He'll have a long look for eagle. Kevin. That's a little left. Kicks back across to the right of the fairway. It should be close to where Bo ended up. I'm sorry, Ryan. His nickname is Bo. And Ross. A little low out of the hand. And rolls to the right of the fairway next to Ryan and Kevin. You got Kevin trying to get into the rough here to find a way to throw his shot.
I am a crew.
A tough shot to try to get all the way to the green. So Ross and Ryan are literally on top of each other with their discs here. That's a good shot from Ryan. That should be an easy par or a long look at a birdie. Ross with the patent painting, a little low. He's going to have to basically just pitch up here for a par. And he does so nicely. Kevin wants to give this a run for birdie from about 65 feet. Right on line, just a little low. Should be a par for him. Similar distance for Ryan. Also puts it close for par. And here's for an eagle. for Noah. It's about 50, 60 feet. Oh, just a few inches low. Ross will tap in a par here. And 2 more tap in pars, and Noah with the birdie.
Done?
Hole 6, 180 feet, a really short hole, but the line is really strange. You got this kind of a high hyzer. There's a few inside gaps to the left of the basket where you could throw like a forehand. Kind of got to get a little bit lucky on this hole, I think.
Oh, keep chipping away at that.
Both fights through a little bit. He'll have a really long look for birdie. Ross gonna try this forehand, which I like. Put a little too much anhyzer on that. That's cut rolling to the right. Kevin with the more inside line, and it sneaks through and looks close to the basket. Noah puts it close for par.
Go.
Big putt from Ryan from about 65 feet.
Walk it in.
That's got to feel really good. Such a short hole, you want to get it, but it's definitely a little bit of luck involved in my opinion. Let's watch that again.
Go.
Great birdie. We got Ross up next for birdie. He's going to try to give this a nice bid. Ooh, just over the top. Great line. Kevin for basically a tap-in birdie. And then Ross and Noah will tap in their pars. So 2 birdies, 2 pars.
That's all we play. Just this little short guy, right?
Hole 7, another really short hole, 161 feet. It's kind of a strange line. You've got a few trees that are pinching you off from the backhand line, but it's there. I prefer the forehand on this line, and personally, looks like Noah's going to opt for that. With a double hawk, and that's looking great. Go in.
Oh my God.
He's parked. Ross going to go with the same shot with a more flippy disc. Just a little too much anhyzer again. He's going to have a long look for birdie. Solid bid from Ross. Should be a par. Ryan for birdie from about 21 feet.
Get it.
Good putt.
Get it.
Kevin from about same distance, 18, 21 feet for birdie. Good putt. And a tap-in birdie for Noah. Hole 8, 240 feet. The fairway moves from right to left with a lot of trees in the way. This is actually a harder hole than it looks from the tee. Ryan with the inside gap. Puts it close, but he's rolling away. Still rolling. This is rolling so long that Kevin ends up throwing before it stops rolling, and you're going to see it come in right now. That was
Somebody
Kevin's
went
disc.
ahead.
Noah trying to go for the forehand. Oh, he puts that a little inside, kicks the tree right, and out of bounds. Not happy with that one. Ross hits the same tree, but that stops him right there. He's got some work to do to get up and down for par. And that's a great shot. He puts it about 20 feet away. Noah with a tough shot here to get up and down for a bogey. He's putting that Devil Hawk to work today. Ryan puts it under the basket for par. Kevin has kind of a low ceiling here.
Get it.
He tries to go over the ceiling and kind of hits him and drops him down for a par. Great par save from Ross. Bogey for Noah, and then 2 pars for Kevin and Ryan. Hole 9 is basically just a straight shot that finishes the left at the end onto a sloping green. Ryan puts it pretty close.
Slow down. Great shot.
Kevin also puts that really close. He's on the green. This looks like an ace run from Ross. Ooh.
Good shot.
Who knows what would have happened if he didn't hit that little bit of foliage. And ooh, another great shot from Noah. Everyone's on the green looking for a birdie. Birdie for Noah. And a birdie for Ryan. So looking like a star frame from the fellas here. Good hole for the card. So after 9 holes, Ryan is at 5 under par. Hole 10 is a 207-foot hole. Just a straight shot with a right to left sloping fairway. Those trees right there in front of the basket that Ryan just hit are just a couple feet from the basket.
Over the top.
Kevin with the high anti-turnover flex shot with the Devil Hawk. Hits that guardian tree and rolls out a little left. He'll have a look for birdie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ross with the ace run right at it.
Inside the basket, yeah.
Like that.
Noah with a similar looking line, a little more left, and hits one of the guardian trees. Like I said, those trees are just a few feet from the basket, as you can see. Ryan with a nice putt for birdie, trying to start out the star frame to make 2 star frames in a row. Ross with a good birdie putt. Kevin kind of has that tree in his way a little bit on the right. He's going to have to throw this with a little ante or just really straight. Good putt. Noah also has this tree kind of in his way, and he's straddled out to the right. Ooh, he didn't like it out of his hand. He's going to tap in a par. Disappointing for him. Hole 11, 269-foot par 3 with pretty much nothing in the way until you get to the green. And then there's a few trees that it's tucked between, and there is OB on the road long. Ryan put that one close. Kevin with a similar line, and he's even closer. Ross kind of pulled that right out of his hand. He didn't like it. It's coming back, and that's going to be out of bounds. He's going to have a long par putt. Noah didn't like that for some reason, but he's really close. Ross outside the circle for par, up the hill. Great putt, he jams that one in there. Good par save for Ross. Noah with the birdie. Ryan with the birdie, and Kevin will come tap in a birdie. So 3 birdies and a par for Ross. Hole 12 is another short par 4, 345 feet, but it's kind of a strange hole. Bo's going to try to go around the right side. There is kind of a fairway straight ahead that maybe they wanted you to take. It goes straight and then dog legs right. Kevin was trying to punch through the middle. That's going to be a tough up and down. Noah trying to go over the top. Almost gets it over, but he does filter through back to the fairway. So he'll have a long look at an eagle. Looks like Ross is going to try to do the same thing. He's got a little more height on that. Looks good. Oh, but it kicks backwards. That's a strange reaction. There's literally nothing for Kevin to do here, but hopefully punch through to the fairway, which he might have done there. Ross going to try to go over the top again. Doesn't quite get the width on that he wants, and drops to another tough spot. He pitches over the trailer, and he should be pretty close for a par. This is Kevin trying to get up and down for par. Still in the rough. And that's a good out for par. Here's Ryan. Jump putts onto the green for a birdie. Noah trying to get an eagle here. That was a good looking shot, but hits the guardian tree. Ross, par. Ryan with the birdie. And Noah with the birdie. And then Kevin will tap in his par. Definitely a strange little par 4 there. Hole 13, 213 feet. Throw down into a little gully, and then at the end, the green moves to the right. Forehand roller is a good play, but I think that went a little too straight. Noah going with the forehand. Ooh, that's got a little too much heat on it, but he got redirected by a tree. Should have a putt for birdie. Kevin trying to do the same thing. This looks pretty good. Oh, he hits a tree down the fairway. Ross throws it nice and straight, and that should give him a nice look at birdie. Ryan puts that under basket for his par. Kevin, long look at bird. Doesn't quite get the commitment on that. Ross for birdie. Great putt. Oh my goodness. That was rude. Let's watch that again. Maybe that was a hair high, but that should have stuck. They're looking at the chains. So Ross and Bo will tap in their pars. Noah's down in this little hole trying to find a line to get a birdie. Definitely got some foliage to deal with. Ooh, Doesn't quite fully extend out to get that putt to hit the middle of the chains. Par for Kevin and a par for Noah. So pars all around, which is disappointing for Ross because he 14, another par 4. It moves slightly uphill through a tight gap, then down the hill to a tightly guarded green. Going with the Archer for Ryan.
We did it again.
And he hits the gap nicely. That should be in a good spot.
You did it.
Noah throws a good shot. Oh, but hits a tree on the right. He's going to have some work to do. The forehand is a great option, in my opinion. It's not a bad shot from Kevin. Ross trying to do the same thing. Just a little too much Anheuser out of the hand. Noah's still got a ways to go. But that looks great. He hyzers right over to green. He should have a look for birdie, which is pretty great from where he just was. As you can see, there's a lot of trees to miss on this shot. Not a bad shot from Ross.
This is my new favorite course.
Kevin with the beauty. That should be a birdie look. And Ryan in a great spot off the tee. Forehand flex right onto the green. Good shot. That should be under the basket for par for Ross. This is a birdie look from way back on the fairway. It's a great shot for Noah. And a great putt. Good birdie.
Feels like a rock beach. It's got a fat bead on it. Shit.
Kevin coming back up the hill for birdie. Good putt. Ross will tap in his par really fast right before Ryan putts for his birdie. Good birdie for Ryan. So he played the hole how it's supposed to be. The other two kind of scrambled to get birdies, and Ross with the par. This is another short par 3 up the hill with a lot of trees to miss, and Ryan misses them all and puts it under the basket. That's a little wide for Noah, but he fights all the way up to about pin high, 20 feet or so.
Oh. I didn't.
Kevin's do that a little too far left as well. Ross also comes a little inside, but this is his look for a birdie from about 65 feet.
Go, go, go.
Oh, yeah.
Great putt. He actually did bushnell that at 63 feet, so great putt through the woods. Let's watch it again.
Go, go, go.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin from about 40 feet, 35, 40 feet.
I was wondering.
Kind of had some branches right in his swing there, and he hits them. Noah for his birdie. Got it. Good birdie from Noah. And then Ryan will tap in his birdie. And a par for Kevin.
Okay.
So after 15 holes, Ryan is at 10 under par. Noah is at 8 under par. Kevin is at 7 under par, and Ross is at 4 under par.
Step out. Keep.
Hole 16 is a short right to left sloping fairway. Ryan throws the backhand a little long left. Noah with the forehand play, which I like because it matches the green, and he puts it close.
That looks.
Ross going to try to do the same thing, and he's on the green.
You got the best disc in the game.
And this looks great from Kevin. He should have the CTP with that. Ryan with the long, low ceiling putt. And he almost hits it a little right. Good run. Birdie for Ross. Birdie for Kevin.
We gotta take this here. Flip it. Chalk it up.
And a birdie for Noah. So everyone moves one stroke closer to Ryan, who is in the lead by 1 over Noah right now, going into the last 2 holes. So Noah takes the box on hole 17, which is a 250-foot blind hyzer shot with some water on the left side. Pretty straightforward hole. That's a little further away from the basket than Noah wanted. He's about circle's edge with a scary putt down the hill right at the water. Ross with a little more hyzer angle on that. That's going to be probably 18, 20 feet. Kevin a little more inside, and that's a great shot. He's got about a 22-footer, but not putting right at the water. Ryan also puts that a little more inside, and he's got the CTP. Noah really wants to make this to keep the pressure on Ryan. Great putt.
We don't need to play them all together.
It was a doozy.
And a great putt from Kevin. Good birdies.
Easy.
Birdie for Ryan, and the same distance putt for Ross for birdie. So another star frame for these fellas.
Bang, bang, bang. Go ahead with your boys. I got you on that.
Final hole. Noah is down by 1 to Ryan, and Kevin is down by 2. And Ross is hanging in there. Looks like Noah put that a little long. There is OB Creek behind the basket. Hopefully that held on, which I think it did. And Ross throws a great looking line here on the green.
Played more. Oh.
That's hyzering out a little early left for Kevin. It'll be a long birdie look.
Go. Go. Go, OB long.
That looks like it's going kind of long left, which is where the OB is, and he found the OB. That makes things interesting for Noah and Ryan. Kevin puts that closer to par. Trying to end it here, just a little right. Just short. So it's looking like it's going to be a tie game after they putt out. Ross for a birdie. This is right. Kevin to stay 9 under par for the round, and he does it. Good job. Noah finishes 10 under par. Ross finishes
Was that playoff?
6 under par. And Noah's just tapping in Ryan's shot to stay at 10. So they tied, and they decided to do a CTP for the win. That's going to be a hard one to beat there from Noah. Well, that's a little too high, nose up for Ryan, and Noah wins with the CTP. So Bo and Noah finish 10 under, and then Kevin finishes 9 under, and Ross 6 under. Thanks for stopping by Freestyle Disc Golf.